All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tyler Gates, aka TAG Live 205. I'm going to talk briefly about Thursday Night Football's Seahawks Cardinals game. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe to this channel. This is everything sports, all access, all the time. If you are a returning subscriber, obviously you already know. Come on now, you already know. You got to update them and let them know. Yeah, let them know. You got to stay live, you know. So. Seahawks, Cardinals. It's always the Cardinals losing to the Seahawks, and it's always happening at their place. Always happens like in fourth quarter time, or you know, it. They always tend to blow games late, or it's in overtime. I don't know what it is. Kyler Murray, my brother, come on, like, what we doing? I'm confused, my brother. Like, tell me why you should be in the MVP conversation. I like Kyler Murray. Obviously, you know that. I like Kyler Murray. I want him to be in the MVP conversation as long as he has a great team around him and a consistency on the Arizona Cardinals. Jonathan Gannon, he's a fine head coach, right? Came from the Eagles and stuff like that. I want to know, where is the problem in Arizona? Obviously, we know James Conner's out with injury. We understand that injury is definitely going to have an effect on the Arizona Cardinals season. But we as a team, Arizona, get the ball to Marvin Harrison Jr. a little bit more, build his confidence, because when we try to get it to him, obviously he drops the ball, right? Well, let's try not to give it to him at all. Let's try to give it on 2 plays. You see how it's working, right? So, right, can we utilize our other options like a Trey McBride, please, who kind of had a down game in my opinion? One of the better tight ends in the NFL, one of the more underrated tight ends, if not the most underrated in the NFL, got paid like a top tight end as well this past offseason. I want to see the ball go to him a little bit more. Trey Benson, the rookie, had a stellar kind of ish debut of ish starting, right? These doggone Seahawks. It's just something about them. Dark horse. Their defense, a dark horse defense. Sam Darnold, 242 yards, 18 to 26 for what I remember. Kenneth Walker, I have it right here. 81 rushing yards on the ground. Seattle, they settled for so many field goals instead of going for it on fourth down. They used to go for it on fourth down with Geno Smith and DK Metcalf. Why not so much now? I don't know, but that's their problem to solve, obviously. The defense was very disruptive, as we know the Legion of Boom back in the day. We know what they were about. I'm not calling this the Legion of Boom, but we understand that the Legion of Boom had an aura about them, had a certain level of toughness about them. This is what the Seattle Seahawks defense needs. There was a meme last night that happened when an interception happened, and little do you know, his teammate ran into him. Fumble the ball and get right back to Arizona. That happened all in about 15 to 20 seconds span. Come on, guys. Come on. Like. But y'all expect me to have a little bit more empathy on the Seahawks. You expect me to name the Seahawks a dark horse Super Bowl contender. Not going to do it. Not when plays like that happen. Yes, you won the game. But come on, let's fix this. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man. And then Arizona with these doggone late game struggles. Something has got to give. Something has got to give with these Cardinals. Kyler Murray, very inconsistent. We're not even going to talk about the 2 interceptions that he threw. We ain't even talking about the passing yards that he threw. Marvin Harrison Jr. needs to find his rhythm back. Obviously, we know what he did in his rookie year. Stellar rookie season. One of the better rookie seasons all time from a wide receiver standpoint. He can get back to that, right? Just instill the confidence in him, and he's going to get back there. Obviously, James Conner, once again, I keep harping on that injury, that season-ending injury. He won't be back at all. Probably for the playoffs. If they make it, I don't even think he can be back for that. But Marvin Harrison Jr. was mostly quiet until that late game catch that kind of helped Arizona take the lead just for a second. And then we know what Seattle did, obviously. We know Seattle crushed Arizona's dreams, as they're known to do. And it was late in the fourth. Hold on. And then I want to talk about the wild 3 minutes. I want to get into that. Because obviously, something didn't click. Obviously, something didn't click. So, Jason Myers missed a 53-yard field goal that would have made it a 2-possession game. And then Arizona wasn't done. Kyler Murray, another drive, another touchdown, right after Marvin Harrison Jr. passed it to Emari Demercado for a 7-yard touchdown with 33 seconds left in the game. What happened? Arizona did what Arizona always does against Seattle. They blow it away. They blow it away. And what way do they do it? How do you, in the landing zone, how do you come up short in the landing zone? But that sounds like Arizona, right? In late game crucial moments, they always come up short. That don't sound about right. It sound about right to me. And then Seattle got the ball back on their own 40. Jackson Dart. I said Jackson Dart. Sam Darnold, excuse me, threw the ball to Jackson Smith and Jigba. 22-yard pass, I believe it was. Then they ran the ball one more time to set up Myers for that game-winning field goal. Kaboom. We have another Arizona loss to Seattle. You ain't feeding me that. Okay, I know I had Seattle winning this game, but I want to see a little bit more fight out of the Cardinals. Come on, man. All right? I want you guys to win. I want you guys to win something in this Kyler Murray era. Obviously, you saw Josh Rosen, and you saw 1 year of Josh Rosen and said, oh, no, we need another person. You saw a couple years of Carson Palmer. What'd that do for you? Right? You had Larry Fitzgerald. Did him dirty. The longevity was there. He went to the Super Bowl, and then y'all blew that too. Come on now. Had Kurt Warner. We got to get our look. I'm not saying Arizona's cursed, but what I am saying is that they have got to stop losing to Seattle in these close games. Something's got to give, people. Something's got to give. I'm not putting all the blame on Kyler Murray, nor am I putting the blame on Jonathan Gannon. Some of it on the offensive coordinator, obviously, but Kyler Murray is the face of the franchise, so some of the blame will go on him as well. But the game was extended. Seattle's domination over Arizona's mishaps. So, what in short do I have for you guys for this game? Arizona looked over. They looked beat. They looked defeated a little bit earlier than expected, and Seattle took advantage of that. So to close off this short video about Thursday Night Football review, the finish was very epic. If you watch the Seattle and Arizona game, you're gonna get an epic finish. Back to Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch, obviously, Golden Tate, obviously. No lead is safe in any game. Of course, a division game, no lead is safe. But in the magnitude of the Arizona loss, I just couldn't help but say, not again. And the level of disgust that I have right now for Arizona is way, way, way out of proportion. The level of dissipation I have for Kyler Murray right now could be pushed out of proportion. The level of misery Arizona fans are going through right now, saying basically a video saying that Kyler Murray sucks online on Bleacher Report, I believe. That just worries me about the Arizona Cardinals. And I want them to succeed. But something's got to give if you guys want to win a Super Bowl. First of all, if you want to get to the playoffs, advance in the playoffs, sniff the NFC Championship game, sniff a Super Bowl, and then win a Super Bowl ring. Something's got to give. All right? Something's got to give. Because Seattle really should have won the game. They really should have won that game. But I had them winning. So kudos, I'm grateful they won because that was in my prediction. But I wanted Arizona to really win. I did. It's okay. It's okay. At the end of the day, this is a learning lesson for Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Jonathan Gannon. They got to figure out what to do. Calais Campbell, he did his part before he retires. He's going to do his part this whole season. We ain't got to worry about him. Secondary, a little iffy. Love Will Johnson, but it's a little iffy. Love Budda Baker, a little iffy. Got to fix that, though. If we can fix all these little problems, Arizona is a playoff team. No doubt about it. On paper, they're a playoff team. I do firmly believe that they are a playoff team. Divisional round at best. But if Kyler Murray can take up for the team and put some of the blame on himself, Arizona will go places.